Hello, everyone. Gonna get on through the fucking incredibly loud title screen. Doctor Go to Death. Working on it. I have to cure it. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Pegasus Bat Spider. Hello. It is a pathologic day. I had to get up really early this morning for a doctor's appointment. So I'm a little tired. But all in all, everything's good. Yeah, we're going to be going back to Pathologic today. Last time we did some diagnoses. We failed one of them. And we were slowly working on untangling all of the threads of day 4 now, I believe. It's either day 4 or day 5. Dr. Poke Shabnak, I see. I did shoot the Shabnak with a gun last time. So yes, day 4 is the day that we are starting to unweave. But yeah, we are going to continue our fight against the Shabnak. We are going to continue trying to solve the vaccine for this plague. And we are no longer leaving town on a train and becoming arrested and losing our day. We've rewritten history successfully through our usage of amalgam in the Room of Mirrors. So, in the interim, let's head over to the game cam. Hello, Ominous Nya, welcome in. How goes it on this Thursday? Okay. Alright, I think our first thing that we need to do, we had to talk to you. Did Ava have something to say? No, but you did. What news from the hospital, Orderly 33? We did this one. Yeah, we did this. Okay. Fighting the Shabnak, fighting the backwards country folk, fighting the interrogator. You Nankovskis are a contentious bunch. You've made an enemy for life, Annie Danny. Oh, I see. Okay. It was... Yeah. What a joke, Doctor. Why did you waste your precious time on me? I could have brought down the fever myself. But thanks anyway. You examined me all fancy-like they do in the capital. Shame it was without a necroscope, though. She had anemic vasculopathy. Oh, you know, just fucking around. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. Danko, a woo-woo. Doctor, they already explained to me. I'm sick. The wicked pest is eating away inside me. You never meant to cure me, only to learn. And yet the mixture made from my blood will help the people of this town. That's more good than if I had just been healthy and lived out my days like I used to, so I suppose I should thank the darn pest after all. Bete karan, outsider. Polish, today you brought pain to the land, caused harm, drove Akifilat to the grave. You're no Emshen, Erdem. You do not know the lines. Stop or you'll regret it. Leave it to the Katange. Will deal with it on their own. So he did not have Twirine syndrome. We know that. Though I do feel like it was really pushing me there. Alright, let's go back to the beginning of the day, because that way it doesn't cost any amalgam. I feel like my camera is a little off center. Yeah. Okay. Feelot is the one we have to undo. Oh, right. We have to undo also finding Reuben in the grave. Which is, I believe, this one. What's this one? Oh, Simon's Lessons. Stomatine's fine. Luta is fine. What was this one? Plagues exposed the town's problem. Oh, we didn't get to this one, so we didn't really have anything that we'd done. But we did save Greaves' life. Okay. I think that's where we want to be. Oh, it is already broken. When I was loading in, it looked fixed. Okay.
No. This town can't give birth to a murderer.
Right. We did this one. I'm listening. Endless patient. You distribute water. Okay. That's what we did last time. Okay, he didn't have Twirine symptoms. I want to get rid of the vein damage. And what does that leave us with? A lot. We're gonna need to go talk to him again. I love this guy. I love this little dude just squatting. He's my guy. I love the worms.
Why don't they bring
right.
back
their... We have to hurry and rescue him. I'll start my search at the cemetery. Oh, God, I'm really freaking out. I forgot about that. Oh, I think I also forgot to take my shit out of the clock. Fuck! Let's go back inside. We're going real fast. We can get back to the clock instantly. Learning about someone buried in a grave freaked me out for some reason. I don't have anything to make me sadder, but I need the morphine now. Hey man, are you all right? You're shaking all over. Is this a seizure or something? Should I call a doctor? I am a doctor. My old man had something like that. Shaking first, then foaming at the mouth, and that was it. Straight to the grave. You should take some pills. You look awful. I don't care! He's not here. Can I help you? Greetings, Inspector. It's been a while. Needed a change of scenery from the capital, or did you just miss me that much? I beg your pardon. Do I know you? Is this some kind of novel new surveillance method where the person being tailed knows about it? Are you trying to intimidate me? I'm afraid you've got me mixed up with someone else. So interrogating me in the capital wasn't enough. You had to come bother me here, too. What are you talking about, good sir? I've only been to the capital once. My father took me to a trade fair when I was a child. But beside that, I've been living here my whole life. How interesting. And what exactly have you been doing here your whole life? I'm a dog catcher. There's been a lot of dogs around lately, you know, so my job is to catch and train them. Or euthanize them if they're untrainable. I don't quite get it. Is that a threat? Are you threatening me right now? It's like talking to a brick wall. I'm telling you, I catch dogs. D-O-G-S. Are you out of your mind or something? Please, step aside or I'll call the patrolman. Scoop, hi, welcome in. How's it going? I have a feeling that the second I finish this conversation, I'm going to have a heart attack and die. I've been in this town for a few days already, and I haven't seen even a single stray dog. Explain that. Well, there you go. Just means that I'm doing a good job. You should still be careful, though. There's a mad dog in here. There's a mad dog on the loose. Felt so cornered that he chewed right through the leash and started attacking people, or so I'm told. Blur, okay. Yeah. A dog, you say? Many things are happening all the time. Is everything okay? Is it just exhaustion, or has something else happened? A dog, you say? Chewed through his leash, huh? And what breed is this dog of yours? He's a mixed breed, a mutt, a mongrel, a roving cur. They took his food and kicked him out of his kennel. That's what drove him mad. That's it. I've had it. Do you think you're clever? Do you find this funny? I'm warning you. I might be a roving cur, but I can still put up a fight. What are you talking about, man? It's fine. I just have 8 billion projects. Yeah. I am sorry that you have all of this work piling up. I'm not messing with you. Just get away from me. I'm armed, you know. All right. Calm down. I'll be on my way, but I'm warning you. If I catch you tailing me, I promise you'll be sorry for it. Oh, no. I'm the Fleisch. Hang on, I gotta go look at these play sets.
Forgot that there's so much of the world.
We call that job security, I hope. Fingers crossed. Right, okay, let's get to Ruben right away. Because we know where he is now. I'm not freaking out, you're freaking out. I'm not armed, you're armed. Alright. Hey, Ruben. I hope you're not dead yet. Oh, he's ding-a-linging.
Stupid. Oh, how stupid I was.
Dankovsky, is that you? I thought I was done for.
Yesterday you told me to come back later. Well, here I am.
Let me catch my damn breath, Dankovsky.
Ruben, this isn't amusing. Are you going to tell me to come back tomorrow again, and will somebody else try to kill you in the meantime?
I need to think. Why a scale down with my sins, the ones that nearly got me killed twice over? Look at this from a doctor's perspective. What good will oxygen deprivation do for what I have to tell you? I promise we'll talk tomorrow. I owe you twice over.
Fine. I hope you'll finally explain something. My decision echoes in the future. Ruben's in shock. He can't talk right now. I'll give him time to recover from his burial. Okay, Grace, this time will you talk to me? Nope. Let's take a sip of medicine. Okay, let's go take another crack at that diagnosis. That guy's a dead ringer. Oh, god damn it, dude. Is that what the etymology of that phrase is from? I don't know. Huh. Terrible pun, though, Danny. I love it. Well done.
Camera obscura.
Oh, I don't think I can actually hold any more amalgam at this point. Amalgam. Oh, yeah, my last thing's busted. Well, I can stop busting mirrors for the time being.
I wasn't ready for all this either. Childhood is long behind us.
We did this conversation already as well. There are no individual jobs. We need special patients. Elder Olgimsky. Shameless brazen lies. There's an outbreak. I need an intercurrent patient. I'm listening. Right, he wants me to watch his children. The term originated in the late 19th century horse racing. A ringer was a horse substituted for another under a false name, and dead was added to signify an exact or precise match. Oh, interesting. Thank you for looking that up, Scoop. I was very curious all of a sudden. It has nothing to do with that. And that's the story of my life and times up to the present moment. Okay, we did this. Let's just go through this all again. Maybe I'll catch something I missed last time. But what do you want all these details from me? A half hour's worth of talking, and it was all beside the point. I thought you'd be interested to know why the sandpest can't get me, because I certainly find that fact interesting. Oh, double-checking the review shit. Yeah, fair. I'm interested, too. Your blood may save about 400 people by tomorrow morning, but only if I can correctly identify your other illness. You sure you're not overstating my importance, Doc? This rope down to your undergarments, my good guardsman. I'm going to examine you. And since you're so preoccupied with my work as a security guard, here's my advice to you, Doctor. You're being too heavy-handed. This lockdown of yours is making people seethe. And a cauldron can only seethe for so long before the lid flies off, even if you screw it down. Okay. Looks exhausted. He's trembling. Maybe using Twirine. Strange redness, rash, bites, something else. And there are red spots on his face, too. Nothing on his arms. It is accurate, backed up by Wikipedia. Cool. Still very interesting. I heard it as referring to graveyards, but there's a lot of trivia that only gets passed around because it sounds plausible. Yeah. The veins are definitely damaged, but the question is how long ago? Let me go, will you, Doctor? I don't understand all this commotion about me. What makes me so special? Besides, I got work to do. Work? I'm sorry, but you're going to have to forget about your work for now. You must remain at the hospital. I used to guard locked up people, and now I've been locked up myself. That's life for you, isn't it? That's the kind of joke life plays. There's nothing to debate here. You can't stop a plague outbreak without putting strict measures in place. Oh, I was just musing to myself. What do you want me to do? Do I need to give blood or maybe take a pill? The weakness you reported accompanies too many different ailments. I must have clarity on the rest of your symptoms. I've told you my entire life story, Doctor, and you still want more? Ask away, then. Can you recollect any other ailments beside what you've already mentioned?
Just the fatigue? I don't have time for ailments, do I, Doctor? Between one whole day of work and the next, I'm lucky if I get enough sleep and have time to throw lunch together. And on top of that, Lately you've what? Nothing, Doctor. I'm losing my train of thought here. Not used to chattering away for a whole hour like you and I have been doing. I urge you, do not be reticent. Tell me all of it. Any out-of-the-ordinary detail about your life, however trivial, may turn out to be important. You really like to dig in, don't you, Doctor? Like a tick. I don't have any out-of-the-ordinary details for you. They're all in the ordinary. How long have you had those red spots on your skin? Never had clear skin, mate. It's not a clear skin life over here. Although, let me think. Actually, yeah, those spots you're pointing at are brand new. But So I'm keeping the reddening as a symptom on your record. That narrows it down to 4 possible diagnoses. What's that you're muttering about, Doctor? Let me go, will you, Doctor? I don't understand all this commotion. I could take a sample of your tissues to examine, but we're short on microscope supplies. So do I. I must inspect your home. I can't diagnose you before I do that, so wait here.
My head spins after I visit the still water. Like I'm tipsy.
So, Doctor? Have you had a look around? Is everything to your liking? Is it all set up properly? It'll do. Can't do better in a day anyway. Yep, we did this. Leave it as is. Filot's home can have clues to his condition. Okay. Because I can't take tissue samples because I don't have the microscope. I have to go examine his house. I see. I must have just straight up missed that as an option yesterday. Okay. Skin redness and weakness are the only things that we have right now. So does that narrow it to 4, did he say? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I mean, it does narrow it to 4 because we know it's not Twirine symptom. Tularemia, measles, lymphatitis, or neuropathia epidemica. Let's go look at his house. Let's see if we can figure something out there. Oh, sad play. All right. I really want to diagnose this fucking guy. So I want to get this done before we go figure out what's going on with Lara and Artemis' children. And I've already shot the Shabnak, so I'm good. Is this Filot's home? One of these. Ah! I didn't realize those would suck me in. Fuck. I thought... Here we go. Just like in House, when they go poke people's sinks and are like, oh my god, this is where they got the blue monkey protuberance from. This man needs rat bites to live. Did you try the medicine drug? Only fools try the medicine drug. They were obviously tornadoes. I know that they were obviously tornadoes. I didn't know that they would vacuum me in. I thought they would just fuck my life up. The Plague-nados. It's gonna be my new mid-budget
terrible horror movie. Is Sharknado even a horror movie, or is it like an action film?
I just mopped the floor, and now you're walking all over it. It took forever to scrub clean, you know.
Look at that devastation. Impressive. How did it even happen?
Stop with the clowning, will you? First, he's turned the bathroom upside down, but it's our only one for all these apartments. People wash their kids here and take their own baths on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They keep it clean. And now there's you with your remarks. Bet you're a pal of Filat's, aren't you?
Filat's in the hospital now. He's under observation. I'm here to find out how he got sick. What do you think tornadoes do? They spin, don't they? They spin. That's what they do.
So, Filat's in the hospital. Perhaps that's for the best.
Have you been living in the same house for long? Do you know him well?
We've known each other since we were kids.
They suck you. Well... Well...
We've known each other since we were kids. He was like a brother to my husband. I helped him out his whole life with cleaning and cooking and whatnot. He was a loner with no one to take care of him, and it wasn't too much trouble for me. We were neighbors after all, and friends.
Doesn't that just sound idyllic?
We drifted apart a little as time went on.
Hi, Bridge, welcome in.
But he used to always thank me. And one day it was like, bam, he forgot everything. Never said a word anymore. Scurried past me to his apartment, eyes down. No hello, no goodbye. But he sure showed this bathroom who's boss.
So this sort of frenzied rage isn't typical of Filat. He'd never trashed anything before and was well behaved. Ash called me a fucking nerd. Yeah, well, they're a fucking nerd too.
What kind of person this is typical of is an easy guess. You often get this with drunks. One moment he sits there quietly, and then he's delirious all of a sudden. With all this ruckus and mess, at least he didn't punch anyone out.
Has he been a drunk for long? Was this his first delirium tremens episode, or had he had them before?
He didn't drink before. But go ahead and look out that window. The town's falling to pieces. It's enough to make a saint start drinking. It's like people have gone crazy. Some grabbed a bottle, some grabbed a knife. It's hard to stay human. Everyone's inner beast is looking to break out.
So you know for certain that Filat trashed this place in a drunken haze? Or is that just what you're assuming?
Well, what do you think happened? He didn't just trash the shared bathroom. He was sick all over it. The whole place was a mess. I thought I'd never get it clean. You know what it's like to mop up someone else's vomit? How would a smart dresser like you know that, eh?
I went to medical school, my good lady. The quantity of vomit that I used to cart around is more than this entire house could disgorge.
Have you figured out everything you needed? I'd like to finish with the cleaning here. The kids from downstairs will be here soon to wash their hands before eating. They'll be better off if they don't see this mess.
Just a minute. Is there anything else you can tell me about Filat? Do you know any illnesses he's had in the past, chronic or acute? Whatever you can remember. Gross. Yeah, super gross.
No, that man was never sick. Strong and tough as a cart horse, and, I could easily imagine him pulling an actual cart. That's why they hired him to guide the Olgimsky meat cannery back in the day.
Guarding the meat processing plant is a tough job. It may have been the thing that undermined his health to begin with.
If you ask me, Filat may be built for the job, but it's not a job for him. The termitary needs security to make sure the steppe brutes aren't beating about town, but he was getting sentimental about them. That's why he and I fell out. We argued about whether worms and herb brides were equals. Some security guard.
An opinion like that doesn't paint you in a good light, but your neighbor, on the other hand, sounds like a man with a conscience.
What a thing to say. Stop trying to confuse me. I don't have time to pick your philosophizing apart.
I've got a bathroom to finish cleaning. Philat got into philosophizing too, and it both destroyed our friendship and made him an alcoholic. There's no good in that. Can we go back to his drinking once more? Your delirium hypothesis is logical, but it's still only conjecture. In fact, his denial of a drinking habit sounded very sincere to me. Who wants to confess something shameful like that? The thing is, lifelong sots are proud of it, and it's the new-made ones who are ashamed. I hope he's ashamed. It's anyone's darn guess if he is. It's like he's become a completely different man. For all I know, he's lost all sense of himself at this point. Gone completely off his rocker. Off his rocker? There's something new again. Are you just talking about this bathroom incident, or is there any other evidence that he's off his rocker? He has episodes, you know. Before he trashed the bathroom, I'd heard muttering coming from behind his door every night. And he lives alone, no family, and no one visits him. My husband and I used to be his only friends. He started talking to himself, and that's a sure sign. Why didn't you say that right away? You seem like a smart woman, but even you made getting this information feel like pulling teeth. This changes the picture completely. And you? Why didn't you take your shoes off right away when you walked in? Because you didn't think of it. Neither did I with the muttering. Have I told you everything now? I have my limits too, you know. Mopping floors is hard enough, but bad-mouthing a former friend is harder. I'm sorry for the poor dummy. Where is Philat's room? I'd like to go take a look before I go, after all. It's further down the hallway. Here's the key. I've got work to do. Been breaking my back for half a day here, and whose fault is it? A fool, who's also a drunk now, poor soul. If we look at the vein issues again, in case Philat was wrong, there's only one diagnosis left. Let's still check his room, or why did I come all this way? So he was also hallucinating. Possibly. Let's go. No wonder Philat got sick, with living conditions like these. Plus the unsanitary conditions. What a mess. And judging by... this food has gone bad, and judging by its appearance last month. Who would eat something like this? I feel sick even approaching it. A pauper barely making ends meet? Perhaps Philat was so weak he couldn't even throw out the rotten food. Wanted to plant the rotten food under the door of a neighbor who dislikes him? Down and out alcoholic? Philat has a guard at the termitary. The Olgimskis are stingy, but surely they must spend on security. Philat can't have such a salary that he doesn't even have enough for food. No, it doesn't add up. There's something else here. Perhaps Philat was so weak he couldn't even throw out the rotten food. But in the hospital, he didn't really complain about anything. Or maybe many patients misjudge their own condition. He was taking some kind of medicine after all. Here's proof of Philat's condition. Though, without the packing, I can't tell what it is. And what's this? A rag left over from an inglorious attempt at cleaning? Or a compress? Bringing down a fever? But he didn't complain about fever. Applying it to bruises after trashing the bathroom? Smells of steppe herbs. Folk medicine? One thing is clear, Philat was worse off than he told me. His poor condition explains why it's such a mess here. It's hard for seriously ill people to maintain their household. And why did I waste so much time on this banal conclusion? By the way, Philat could have additionally harmed himself with rotten food. Simply poisoned himself with it, for example, and worsened his illness. The neighbor complained that she had to mop up vomit. Though with the main problem with the unsanitary condition is that they attract pests. I'm inclined to think that Philat poisoned himself, or is the vomiting the symptom of the illness itself, and not something on top of it. A mousetrap, of course. It's hiding in the corner like a mouse itself. I almost missed it. Was he talking to the mice? Perhaps the mice are the missing link. Mice and rats are carriers of many dangerous diseases. I should compare these symptoms of these diseases with what I found in Filot. That was inspection cleared up a few things. Now I must figure out findings that relate to the patient's symptoms. Filot's neighbor thinks he's an alcoholic that talks to himself. Maybe he's hallucinating? Neighbor's testimony and the trashed bathroom should be enough to make a diagnosis. Or should I inspect Filot's apartment after all? Sein Beina, Erdem. Well, this is news. The neighbor told me Filot lived alone. Was he talking to the rat prophet? Possibly. I'm starting to think he was talking to this child. He has typhoid, yeah. You're angry. Barbara sic ego sum. Kia non intelligor uli. What? Yes, that's much better. So, who might you be? I've got nowhere to go. We don't talk about rats. By Galdai, don't kick me out, Erdem. Are you Filot's son? You don't look much like him. Not going back to the Warren. Oh, you must be from the Termitary. You're just who I need. Shh. People are there, Katange. What else do you want? We live there. You're hiding your eyes, lad. I don't think you're telling me the whole truth. Look, it's better if you don't joke around with me. I'll tell. Just let me go. There's a crawl hole out of the Warren. Akai Filot watches it. Help me go around the angry guard. Terenamaye Abarba. Akai Filot seems like a savvy fellow himself. How much did he charge you for his help? You can speak properly, don't pretend to be daft. Akai Filot took in, hid, sheltered, so no one sees. No one returns me to the Warren. Bekodoho bayare kukereb. Talked quietly. Zilge nogohon yasaseseneb, so no one hears. Your neighborhood anyway. But don't worry, she thought Filot was out of his mind. If you keep quiet, she won't notice you. Where's Akai Filot? Yun Bolohob. How is he? Finally, some sensible talk. He's in the hospital. He's ill. I'm a doctor and I need to find out what he's ill with. Will you help me? I will. Namda tilke ki type. Akai Filot sickens. I saw it. He sickens. I found some pills. Medicine. What are these? Who was taking them? We don't use these in the steppe. Bebata bekir mendegilb. Akai Filot said they are so the head doesn't ache. So he had headaches, too. He didn't have hallucinations. Wow, that didn't narrow it down at all. These rags on the bed look like they were used in a compress to bind something hot or cold over an injury. Do you know anything about that? I do. Akai Filot was hot, tossed and turned. I put cold on him. So he had a fever, and he didn't mention it during the interview. Fever. Okay, that's narrowed it down a little bit. I worry for him. Does Filot drink? Vodka, wine, those steppe herb infusions of yours? At a glance, I can't see a single bottle. Not a drop. Strict on himself. Doesn't allow me, neither. Katin Shengi Katu. So the neighbor was mistaken after all. Perhaps she wanted to be mistaken out of spite. The reasons don't really matter, though. What matters is that he wasn't drinking. How else can I help? Seva kai Filot erdem, besham ha sunab. There's something rotten on the table. Did you eat it? Is that what made Filot vomit? Hungry. We need it. Mingeiki, Akai Filot's not rich. Boost Vlad pays guards so little. Karu was enough for one. Not enough with me. Hard to feed two. Akai Filot walked, looked for cheap food. They cheated, sold rottens.
Mukinid.
Lupus, perhaps? It's never a lupus bridge. You know this. You'll get back to says, I have a headache or fever right now, so I didn't think those were relevant.
So did Filot eat that rotten stuff, or did he not? Did he get sick from food poisoning? This is scary, Edda. I never thought to eat the rat. Even that guy Filot forbade. Then his hunger came. Crazy like. Yilek Kashin grabbed everything, gobbled everything. I took away, hid, told him bad, rotten, will hurt. He didn't listen. Like possessed by some hungry beast.
And you'd never noticed such indiscriminating behavior before. A change in feeding pattern is certainly telling.
Never saw a man wolf bad food like that. In his egg tea.
From earth eating. Belching. He didn't have loss of appetite. He had the opposite. But he did have nausea. Okay, we're down to 2, it looks like. Neuropathia epidemica or tularemia. All right, let's finish talking to this kid. What's this mousetrap doing here? Is it just in case, or are there actually mice in this place?
Ulun kurgananud. Katie, lots of them, bold, walk in here like it's their home.
Mice and rats spread disease. A diagnosis is coming to mind at once, but I need to double check.
Townsfolk live in houses, call us beasts. Cleaner in the steppe, better. They know nothing, tenexon.
So, mice, headache, fever, hunger, and the vomiting, fatigue, and skid reddening? The veins are ruled out, but what happened in the bathroom? The neighbor says Filot drunkenly,
No, he doesn't drink. Ute ekenher, he's eaten bad food, couldn't keep it down. Didn't want to make a mess in here, so he went where he could do it.
Is this a he needs mouse bites to live situation? I have to assume so.
And there's water's there for washing. Akai Filot said water scared him.
Hydrophobia, boom. That's easy. And we only have one now. Neuropathia epidemica. Oh yeah, that looks exactly like what's on his back. A disease caused by a group of viruses varying with the epidemic focus. Humans contract the virus from animals and their waste. Boom! Mouse bites! The disease begins acutely with fever, rapid heartbeat, nausea, and or vomiting, accompanied by a headache and photophobia. After 3 days, a rash appears on the skin and facial flushing becomes evident. The disease carries internal bleeding, leading to the patient's death. People in contact with animals and rural residents, perfect. Now I can finally return to the hospital, double-check some last details, and make the diagnosis. All right. I'm confident here that this is neuropathia epidemica. I'm locking it in. I don't think I need to go back and talk to him. That explains why I got a letter in Step after he died. That was from the kid.
Saiban Erdem.
There's nothing else I need from you. It's time to head back to the hospital. Ah!
Well, what is it, Doctor? Is Filot doing badly? Drunk himself to death's door, didn't he?
I've already made my diagnosis. The rest is none of your concern. But be so kind as to get yourself checked for sandpest as well.
The moment I heard he was talking to himself all night long, I knew right away. I'd never see my old neighbor again. Such a horrifying sign.
Yes, you're very observant. Nothing gets past you. But now you can finally relax. Filot is in the hospital, and I'll do what I can for him. I'm not going to narc the kid out. I don't trust this woman. She's stupid. Okay. We go out and immediately to the left. Okay, we don't need to go back there to lock in the diagnosis. I just won't know until I get back to the Stillwater, I think after 6. All right, let's go try to talk to Artemis' children. They're... Which one are they in? I'm gonna try the Chine, because that's... They're on the damn line. Okay. We got a lot of stuff. So they're ostensibly... Eric, did Artemis say 3 kids yesterday? Sticky, Murky, and another kid? Yeah, there was a third that he said. Who would it be, I wonder? Oh no, it's these 2. I guess he just has a ton of kids. Did Bear send you? Bear said a grown-up would come and play with us while he's away. Bear? Is that what you call him? What kind of nickname is that? Stop, hold on a minute. There were supposed to be 3 of you, no? We should tell him.
My knee pits itch. Is that bad?
No, we shouldn't. He'll get worried.
That's an ominous start to this conversation. Maybe he can help.
Or he'll just punish us. Do you want him to punish us?
Barack Bear said there were 3 of you. Where's the 3rd child?
It's not our fault, honest.
Say, mister, have you ever seen a door disappear? Like when you walk through the door and then there's no door?
No, not ever.
I told you, he's gonna punish us. Too grumpy. Even though it's not our fault anyway.
Yeah, his knee pits.
We were playing hide and seek, and then there was this door, and Murky, and then the door, slam! And it was just the wall there.
And we had nothing to do with it. We were just standing here, touching the wall.
If I understand you correctly, you're playing hide and seek and you can't find Murky. Do I have that right?
I told you, the door was right here. It just appeared in the wall. Murky went through it, and as soon as it closed, slam, gone. No more door, just this wall.
Bear's gonna be upset. He's gonna be so upset.
Please, mister, don't tell Bear that we lost Murky. I swear I asked her not to go in, but she said that they were calling her and he went in anyway. And she went in anyway.
Murky's missing. Murky went through a portal. Is Murky in Simon Kane's study? Wait. Is Murky in Simon Kane's study? Can Simon Kane's study be used as a shortcut around the city? If it doesn't have a fixed location, but just has a door that goes to it, it makes sense that a door could be in different places. I think Murky might be in Simon Kane's study. Door, right here in this very wall, showed up and vanished. Am I understanding correctly?
What a stupid old man you are. We told you we were playing hide and seek, a door appeared and then vanished, and Murky was here, and then she vanished too.
Murky! Murky, where are you? Yell with us, mister. You're so big. You've got a bigger voice than we do. It'll reach farther.
Children, I think you fail to understand the concept of playing hide and seek. If someone's hiding, you don't shout for them, you go look for them.
I have an idea. Let's look outside the house for her. The door is right here, inside the house. So we'll go this way, and you go the other way, and we won't miss anything like that.
No, stop. Please.
Stay right where you are and don't move. I don't want any more lost kids on my hand. I'll look around the house, so you two stay put. Either one of the children has disappeared, or I've been lured into a stupid game. I need to search around the house where the doors appear and vanish. Murky! Where have you gone, Murky?
Laughing. I heard it laughing. I'd never heard of such a thing before.
I like how it says elderly man, and this dude does not look elderly. Pardon me, have you seen a child around here? A little girl?
I have. Some kids were playing over on the playground recently, and there were a few girls among them.
No, I know those ones. A little girl went missing somewhere nearby, and I'm looking for her.
I can't help you. I'm nearsighted, so all kids look the same to me. I don't even see faces, just blurry blobs. And I can't stand the little brat anyway. They all call me Mole Eye.
Mole Eye? Is that because of your poor eyesight, or is there another reason?
You think it's funny? Absolutely no respect for your elders. You shouldn't treat me this way. I'm a sick man. So sick that I'm starting to have all sorts of bizarre hallucinations.
What kind of hallucinations? Have you seen any disappearing doors lately?
Door? Really? No, the water tower's gone insane. I walked past it today and it was laughing. Spooked me out of my wits. I'm not going back there again today.
Where is this water tower?
It's just west of here, behind that house.
Thanks. Okay, so just west. I hear children. Is it the other house? Or is it back around this way? Yeah, here we go. Murky. Little Grump. The life expectancy in this town is so low, this is what passes for elderly. I mean, that's the best bet I think any of us can have. One of the many orphans of this town. Nobody knows where she came from. It was as if she sprang from the earth itself like a weed. It's unclear who she's meant to become.
We're alive, so Granddad Simon is still alive too.
You're so small. Really tiny.
How did you even get up there?
I sit high. I look far. I can see everything from up here.
Your friends told me you went through some door and then it vanished behind you.
I followed the music and I ended up in a room. A moth was there. When I saw it, it spoke to me.
Kids, you're giving me migraine. A secret door and some grandpa who spoke to you somehow, but he's also not here.
Do you want to see the edge of the world? Come up, I'll show you. You can see it really well from here.
I'm afraid the water tower can't support both of us at once.
You're boring.
You don't like to play. Of course, I should have guessed as much. It's all just a game. There never was any door, and you were never lost. You played a silly prank on old, silly Uncle Bachelor, and he believed you.
You're wrong not to believe her, Daniil. She's telling the truth.
Wait, what? Why did you just call me Daniil?
Daniil? Who's that? You're completely cuckoo, mister.
You just called me Daniil and spoke about yourself in the third person. A neat trick, girl. For a moment, I almost believed that someone else was speaking through you. Water tower is the tower? Maybe. I'm thinking she might be talking to Simon, right?
she's mentioned him a couple of times. Simon is kind of referred to as the grandpa of the town in a lot of ways. I think I might be onto something with her slipping into Simon Kane's study.
Trick is such a funny word. It sounds like pebbles falling. Trick, 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 trick. Help me get down, mister. I don't want to fall like a pebble.
Gladly. It's a bit scary to see you sitting up so high. Come on, just be careful. I don't seriously consider the supernatural explanation of Murky's disappearance, do I? I need to tell the children that their friend has been found. Yeah, I also do wonder. She did say we are alive, so Simon is too. Yeah. Or Simon's kind of like quasi-alive. I don't know.
Mister, I got a letter for you. Bear told me to make sure to deliver to you personally.
Well then, hand it over. Why are you holding it back?
He told me that if I brought you the letter, I'd get a coin.
Whoever promised you a coin should be the one to give it to you.
But Bear said you're not stingy.
He also said you'd get a coin, so he lied twice.
Mister! Hey, mister, at least give me some tobacco, will you?
Smoking is bad for you. This is coming from a doctor.
Wow, get a load of this. A grown-up with no money and no tobacco. You don't even look like a beggar. Here, take your stupid letter.
Thanks, boy. I wish you all the best. And I wish some sense into that head of yours even more. Barack reports he found a test subject for me, but there are issues. He's waiting for me in a hidden place in the Tanners. Well. Oh god, I'm going so fast! Too fast! Playground! Gotta get sad!
Never alone. Things.
Oh, there we go. I'm feeling much more depressed. I don't know if we're going to be able to use Simon's study as like a shortcut, but I can definitely see it being a kind of nexus point in the town itself, like a heart leading into a bunch of different arteries to continue the same sort of like organic town vibe. And it was Gregory or Georgie said that Simon believed that memory diffused a person outside of their body, and that people remembering them, like, they never fully died, I think, so long as they were remembered, and like their memory leaves like echoes on people. Yeah, I remember that. What I'm wondering is if that one time that we went to the fucking mirror room, the first time we died, if that was Simon's study too, or if that is a different pocket dimension pseudospace. Damn, Alan was right that this one is much more my speed. So much more weird mystery to chew on. God damn it. Yeah, honestly, Pegasus Bat Spider, I went through most of Pathologic 2 thinking his name was Grigory because I'm fucking illiterate. But we are at the halfway point. We're going to take our 3-minute ad break. And yeah, grab a drink, use the restroom, do what you gotta do, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. Bad Grief's name is Grigory. Maybe that's where I got Grigory in my head, because we interacted with Grief so much in 2 and not much with Georgie. Like, we talked to him a couple of times. Bad Grig. Bad Gregory. I am really looking forward to... I get it, my brain sometimes decides what a word is, even though it's not, and it's hard for me to correct it. Yeah, there's a lot of things where, like, sometimes my brain has decided that, and it won't be until months later where I'm like, I've had these letters flipped in my brain the whole damn time. And just not been able to figure it out. But yeah, Gregory, Georgie Kane was one of those. I'm really looking forward to the terrible conversations that Daniil absolutely is going to have with the Inquisitor once she gets here. There's no situation in which they are not the most two insufferable people together, right? You know who I'm sad I haven't gotten a chance to really talk to? Everyone's favorite freak girl, Aspity. I understand probably why we wouldn't talk to Aspity all that much, but I do miss Aspity. She was fucking weird. Who's the other most insufferable person? Oh, I just feel like the Inquisitor, the really stern woman who was in the cathedral who caused Bad Grief to have his, like, psychic breakdown and wanted to escape the bonds of fate with Artemy. I feel like her interacting with Daniil would be horrible. Just in terms of, like, God, they seemed like horrible people that would feed on one another. Yeah, the Inquisitor. All right, we're back. Let's find out who the fuck Artemy brought to us.
That which is torn must be tied, and that conjoined split apart.
Greetings, physician. Sorry I had to call you out here. Barak, why do you think I asked you to bring the patient to the hospital? Could it possibly be because it's far more convenient to work there instead of in a dirty alleyway? I tried to get inside the termitary, but it's... I've never seen that much security. If you couldn't get into the termitary, who have you brought with you? His name is Conjure. He happened to be outside on the day of the termitary was locked down, but his family was left inside. I found him in the abattoir. He's ill, Emshen, and he's agreed to help your research, but on one condition. What's the condition? You will kill him.
I'm looking for death, Emshen.
Are you both drunk or something? What are you rambling about?
Give me a death, quick and painless. Do you have any poison with you?
Why do you want to die?
I am a Gant Sardmal Emshen. All my family, my wife and children, they all went underground with the Sand Plague.
I don't know what this Cyrillic letter is pronounced like. I'm just gonna treat it like an O.
I'm of Te Tu,
been Ovchte for 2 days now. Bodo should have embraced me 2 days ago, but she took my loved ones and left me a Gant Sardmal, Emshen.
If you want to kill yourself, there are plenty of ways to do it. Why do you need me?
I can't. Killing yourself is a Koriotoi. Bodo will punish me with blindness. Everyone knows it. If you take your own Amdral, Bodo takes your eyes out, and if I have no eyes when I'm underground, I can't see my loved ones again.
What a day. Nobody would believe me if I told them. Is that why you called me out to this alleyway of all places, so that I could kill you without any witnesses?
No, I don't go to the other part of the town. That's Bad Grief's territory. I don't want his people to see me.
Why's that?
That's none of your business. I'm not prying into your Setgel, don't you pry into mine.
You're asking me to become your murderer. Before I make that decision, I need to understand who you are and what's at stake. Have the courage to be honest to the end.
Karl Id, 2 days ago my children and I felt Ovche bike. I wanted to escape the town. People said Takal had come back, so I took my family to the termitary, told them to Kuli, and then I went to the warehouses and took money out of a cache. Grief's money. I stole from him to save my family, Emshen.
Let me guess. When you returned with the money, the termitary had been sealed off and your plan fell apart.
I wanted to kill Kakul, the guards. The guards took the money, but I never isnehi my family again. I saw their bodies in a pile of bodies, Kolos.
I see. I sympathize with you, Conjurer. Let's say we have a deal. Describe your symptoms to me, please. How do you feel?
My Tolgoy hurts, and there's a bitter taste in my mouth. It hurts to urinate, and when I do, it is the color of earth, and everything around me looks yellow.
Sounds like liver failure. I'll need to take a sample.
Take my life, Emshen. Then take anything else you want.
I'm afraid I don't have the necessary drugs to deliver you a peaceful death. I have some on me, physician. Take them.
I have some on me, physician. Take them.
What have you dragged me into? Oops. I don't get that game at all.
Like a droplet of blood running through the veins.
He asked you for a painless death, Emshen. That didn't look painless. You think it's that easy? Then why didn't you kill him yourself, Emshen? Nothing to say to that, huh? I thought so. Though not for science's sake, the patient sacrificed himself. This must be valued, and as much knowledge as possible about the disease must be extracted from his body. That minigame is really annoying. I think the general strat for the death minigame is to use the low-level drugs as much as possible because the high-level ones roll too high too often. Yeah, I'm starting to think that you're probably right with that regard.
Because it really seems like the 2 times I have tried to do this, I think I have instantly killed them. Because I just don't really get it. Alright, let's go see what's going on with Lara.
Только не убивай. Какими зубами? Мало мы вас вешали. Брат,
Stay back.
не убивай.
What? Oh. I got real turned around there. Where am I going? Forward. And to the left. I do love that everyone is just constantly screaming in a plague, or not a plague district, a rioting. Hey, Lara, this district is fucking nightmarish.
Who will take on the responsibility for us?
Sometimes I regret not studying medicine and having only my intuition to guide me when I help people. On the other hand, that would have meant leaving this place if only for a time to study. A friend of mine managed to do that, but I couldn't imagine leaving.
Can I ask why you made your house into a shelter in the first place?
This is my father's house, where my memory of him lives. He was a strict, rule-bound man, but refusing someone in need was abhorrent to him. When he died, I decided to set a shelter here, so people would always have food and a roof over their heads. And I have a house that isn't as quiet as a tomb.
That was noble of you. But you can't just bury yourself alive, sacrificing your own life for the sake of others.
Why do you think I'm sacrificing anything? This shelter gives me strength. Makes me feel like I'm not here on this earth for nothing.
I understand. We all need a purpose like we need air. Perhaps even more so.
And I have one. That's why I asked you here. What should I tell you about the shelter's conditions?
Anything you think is important.
Yes, of course. We provide clean bedding to those who stay the night. We thoroughly wash any dishes used by those who come to eat. We check everything that's donated to us. What else? We have an emergency exit leading towards the river. You can walk around and see for yourself.
At first glance, this house is in good condition. No signs of plague. But will you let me check the water? It's crucial during a plague, but also a possible infection vector.
I'm no doctor, but my thoughts also first went to the water. My friend has given me the idea of bringing it here from the steppe. The remote springs there. He's literally carried the first barrel on his back. That's why we called him Cub, his children. He's always been strong.
Do you mean Barack? That's nice of him. Doesn't mean we don't need to analyze the water in my lab.
Of course, if you need to, go ahead. Take any samples you need. Though, to be honest, the thought of you doubting the steppe water frightens me.
It's just a precaution, Lara. The water is probably fine. Benevolent Lara Ravel opened her doors to the people in need. Let's hope they don't all infect each other here. While the town languishes from thirst, the shelter pours water for anyone who asks. Through paradise. But I'd check that water. The screaming begins. Hello. I would like your drugs, please. I will give you beetles and a butterfly in a box for all of your delicious drugs. Thanks, buddy. Okay, what's the fastest way out of here?
Вот сюда.
Left. It's up the stairs past this guy. No, 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 no. Go, 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 go. All right, back to the still water. We got tests to do. Take 10 gallons of water, pour it all on the ground in front of Artemy while not breaking eye contact. That exactly sounds like some shit I should do. All right, it's time to do some science. All right. What news from the hospital? Documentation is good. Yeah, all diagnoses are correct. The town will receive an effective vaccine for today. All that remains is to sign the decree. Perfect. Oh, wow, that increases unrest like crazy. Let's decorate the town with some colorful lanterns. And then let's instigate a curfew again. Because we really don't have many particularly good options for reducing unrest right now. And something about stopping time concerns me. I really just don't want to do that. All right, first the water. Water is life. This water contains living agents of sand plague and brings death to anyone who drinks it. Damn. Dead tissues contain no microbial culture. The pathogen dies with its host. A dead sample is useless. This is an interesting sample, but the sand plague left it after death. We need living tissue. I hate being right. The poor are being given pathogen-contaminated water. We must stop this immediately. Back to Lara's. God damn it. Ah!
What?
Dr. Dankovsky, you're a hard man to find. Wherever I go, people tell me you just left.
Oh, you. Can't leave well enough alone, can you? Sorry, no time for idle chatter. I just found out that the town's water supply is contaminated.
That's why I've come to help. I want to help with that.
With daylight savings time coming up, I'm in favor of making clocks illegal. Same.
I know what you're saying. Haven't you already done enough, lad? Come for another shot at destroying the town after failing yesterday. But this time, I actually do know what needs to be done. This morning, I was told the plumbing had been destroyed.
Why would anyone report the plumbing issue to you? You're not in charge anymore.
True, I don't make decisions now. But the destroyed plumbing system was my project. My brainchild. All the energy and the resources I spent researching plumbing and water treatment. I'm glad at least some of it can be of use now.
Now I don't understand. How can it be of use if it's destroyed?
The piping itself is broken, but I checked. The filtering and chlorinating systems are intact. If we use them to treat the spring water, it should be good enough to drink. That's why I was looking for you. You're in charge now. Will you allow me to draft a water filtering decree for you?
Ready the equipment, the instructions, and the paperwork. I'll review it all. If it looks good, I'll sign the decree. Okay, did I actually get a decree from him? Or do I need to go back and talk to Lara first? I think I need to go back and talk to Lara first. Oh, it actually does decorate the town with colorful lanterns. That's cool.
This is so pretty. The town's never been so decked out, even for the holidays. Now look at all this nonsense. Oh, shush. All you ever do is complain. I've never seen anything like this. And I doubt I ever will.
I'm glad this idea wasn't a complete disaster. Was it you who lit up the town, then? Why stop at this? You could have, I don't know, made people draw funny faces on their fences, or smutty words, as if we have nothing better to do.
Stop it. You'll ruin the mood for yourself and others.
I cannot believe some people. Whatever you do for them, they find fault with it and ruin even the smallest treats. Shame on you.
What did I do? I don't take down your lanterns. I don't ruin them. I'm just saying how it is.
I'm amazed you don't get roughed up with a mouth like that.
Don't be mad at him, please. I don't know what's gotten into him today. He's not his usual self.
Think what you will. If you don't want to look at things realistically, it's your choice. Errare humanum est. Oh, right. Smutty word decree.
Save us, Dr. Denkovsky. After the IV drips you recommended, the patient perked up and started telling the orderlies just how wrong you are about the quarantine measures. He's distracting them from their work and stirring up unrest.
Who knew that a good medical deed could have such consequences? How are we supposed to calm him down now? Yakov Little. You don't see me. No one sees me. Fuck you. Stay the fuck back. Stay away! Do I have full amalgam? I think I do. Yeah.
Yes?
So, what is it, Doctor? What took you so long? I can wait, but the people can't. You were still here when I first refused to give them water. Can I hand it out now?
Have you given the water from these barrels to anyone yet?
Not yet. You've come before today's distribution began. What's wrong? Are the test results bad?
The water is contaminated, unfortunately. It shouldn't be distributed.
Oh. That's awful. I'll give the orders at once. Wait, Doctor. The water in the House of the Living is step water. After that first barrel, I made arrangements with the water carriers I know. And since it's such a long way, they've decided to deliver the water to more than just me.
So there are other barrels in the town taken from the same springs, running down the streets?
How could I? I did it. I instructed the carriers. I've almost doomed my own shelter, and I've let out disaster beyond its walls. Sorry, I'll get a hold of myself. Wailing won't help. Would you agree to test the other barrels in town, Dr. Denkovsky?
Certainly, but it might take a while. Finding them, taking samples, going back to the still water, waiting for results.
I might know a way to save you time. Would a lab fit on a carriage? What you need for water testing, at least. I have someone I trust among the carriers. He could do that. Hi, Pat, come here, please.
Forgive me, my lady. Heard you talk. I did. You were pretty loud in your fretting, you and the doc. Need me to carry stuff around for the doctor, then?
Yes, that would be much appreciated.
That I can do, don't you worry. I'll go to your Stillwater now, load it up, and catch up with you. You go along now. I know where they could have taken the other barrels. I'll mark it on your map. You just take your sample and look for me somewhere nearby, wherever I can find a good spot for my wagon.
Thank you for stepping up, Hi, Pat. This is vital. This is my one chance for redemption.
Oh, stop it, little lady. Don't go tormenting yourself over nothing. We'll find everything, sort it out, and then the good doctor will decide.
It's very convenient to be able to test water on the spot. A brilliant idea. Lara's ward knows where to find water barrels. Moreover, he's ready to carry my entire chemical laboratory. I hope not to lose it. Barrels are in 3 healthy districts. My assistant with the analyzer will stop near them. I need to take a sample and examine it. All right. Let's see what we can get done. We're running out of day. Come on. Shit.
Doctor. Doctor.
The fuck is this?
Very well. Any recent fever, vertigo, sore throat, or cough?
No, nothing like that.
All right. Noted.
Hi, Pat. I just recalled an early famous doctor was named Hypatia. Oh, interesting.
All right, noted now. Hey, where do you think you're going? Get in line.
I want to see how the vaccination is going. Is everything all right?
Have you been listening to that weirdo with a sign? Don't mind his nonsense. It's a reliable vaccine developed under the personal guidance of Bachelor Dankovsky. Get to the end of the line. You won't wait long. The procedure is swift and simple.
Why are you putting up that weirdo with a sign? Kick him out.
We've tried, but he just raises such a terrible stink about it. He seems to be less trouble if we just leave him be. Sorry, no time for chit-chat. Gotta work. Get to the end of the line.
Ah, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Daniil Dankovsky.
Oh, Mr. Dankovsky, so nice to see you. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you. My name is...
And you are...
Marat. I'm a paramedic, so to say. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. How is it going?
Great, it's going great. We're ahead of this schedule. Once we vaccinated each other in front of the crowd, people started pouring in.
I hope he wasn't just putting on a good face. Perhaps I should have stayed anonymous. What guy with the sign? Oh, are you the guy with the sign? Oh.
Stop! Please think twice about this. Your health is at stake.
What are you talking about?
This damn vaccine. I suggest you hold off on getting inoculated, my good man. They're injecting people with some slop that was whipped up yesterday with whatever they had in hand. That's not the way to do it.
Are you a doctor?
Don't worry, I know a thing or two about medicine. I worked as a pharmacist's assistant. He used to order medical periodicals from the Capitol, and I'd borrow them from him.
An amateur. I see. The likes of you have done enough harm.
I beg your pardon?
I see you're against using the vaccine. Would you like to hear about the alternative?
Not sure I understand your insinuations, but do tell.
The alternative is to burn the town to the ground. And it's already burning. The plague is spreading like a fire, and this vaccine is our only chance. A dangerous medicine, but it's all we have. And it's better than nothing. Don't you see?
Well, that's a bit over the top. Let's not succumb to panic and alarmism, shall we?
Go to hell.
Why can't I pull out my gun and shoot the anti-vaxxer? This water contains sand plague.
So, is the water good?
No one must drink this water. It's contaminated.
Oh, you sure, Doc?
You haven't drunk it yourself, have you?
Not yet. Just thought of quenching my thirst, and here you are. Saved me, as it happens. But I don't get it. We dragged all this water way all the way from the steppe, dozens of miles here. So it reaches all the way out there now? The plague?
Perhaps the spring wasn't the issue. The plague could have gotten to the water in town. A sick man might have sneezed while walking past, by chance or on purpose. I don't know.
All I know is that this water is no good for drinking.
What now, then? What do we do with the water, I mean? Give it to the young girl Gimski for filtering, and please, be careful from now on. I'm afraid we'll still have quite a few infections from the contaminated water. Your heart's looking a little weak there. You are so right, Pegasus Bat Spider. I should do some drugs. I like that even after introducing himself, he's still pawn. Yeah, I don't think Dankowski has a particularly high opinion of the people here.
Mister! Hey, mister! Look up! You see them? The lights? Aren't they pretty? They're everywhere.
Where are your folks? You shouldn't be out here alone. Go home.
Okay. Just 2 more minutes. I want to watch them a little longer.
I can't remember the last time I smiled like that.
Really? The lights don't make you happy? Not even a little bit?
Well, maybe a little.
That's awful sad. Why not?
I can't waste time on joy. Can't afford it anymore.
Do all grown-ups feel this way? Will I?
That's a choice you have to make.
So did you make it? Not to feel any joy?
Somewhere along the line, I decided I was only allowed to be happy about big things. Big scores, big victory. And now, here I am, standing in a godforsaken town looking at its pretty lights, feeling nothing.
Then it's simple, isn't it? Undecide it. Just say it out loud. I want to start being happy, and the lights will fix it right up.
Right. No harm in saying it at all. So I'm saying it. I want something to be happy about. Anything at all.
Every creek.
Kick a dumpster about it. I do like these kids. They're good kids. Except Murky. She's scary. All right. Water, water, water. I don't know if I'm going to get the opportunity to test all of them in time. Where's the water barrel around here? There it is. Oh, yeah, God, because that takes an hour. Analysis shows high mineral content, and no trace of the sand plague. This water is safe to drink.
White birds are killed, yet black cats are beloved.
Dr. Dankowski. Hi, Pat. There you are. Sorry I couldn't stay put. People are worried and thirsty.
Oh, you tie your pretty feet again, my lady. You don't look after yourself at all, always busy helping others. Good timing, Lara. My analysis shows this barrel is clean. You may distribute it, and you know who needs it most right now.
What a relief. Not all is lost, then? But what do we do with the infected water? Do we just pour it out somewhere?
That would be a waste. Young Vlad suggested filtering it with the equipment from the destroyed pipeline. It's worth a try.
Oh? I hope it all works out, and the town won't have to save every drop, thanks to Vlad. And to you, of course, Dr. Dankowski. I don't know what we'd do without you.
I should be the one thanking you. Without the water carrier helping me, I'd have been running to and fro between the barrels and still water all day. You know, Doctor, there's an idea. Not very convenient for you to be running back home to your test tubes all the time, is it? Wasn't half bad today, saved you some time at least. My wagon can fit all your stuff and then some. Might you be in need of me later on?
A mobile chemical laboratory. Not a bad thought.
Laboratory. There's a fancy word. I'll carry water for the townsfolk then, and that fancy glass of yours, too. Like we agreed today, I'll stand where I can be seen, and only where the plague's not too nasty. I won't run into any looters. It'd be easier for you than running back to the still water.
Very well. We have a deal. I can't turn down timely help.
Hypat's one of the most reliable helpers in the House of the Living. Even my father trusted him with errands. That's why I sent him along with you today. I'm sure you'll work well together.
I'll be there at your place tomorrow, Doc. You can count on me. Today, I'd better help out at the shelter, make sure there's no mix-up with the sick water. In aqua sanitas. Well, there's at least one large barrel with uncontaminated water in town. Today, the destitute will get their water, and then we can filter as much as needed. Problem solved. Awesome. I think we're being kicked home now. Yeah. The end of the day has come, in which a scene unfolds. Oh, the scaffolding is here. New decree idea.
Venerable Simon, will you step on stage this time? Simon remains silent, and the audience frets as well. Our father Simon, are you dead or alive again, like the last time? No, Simon keeps his silence, and the audience is puzzled still. Did you ever exist at all, Simon? Or were you only a shadow on the screen? Simon the Wise, grant us answers, we beg you. All quiet. It seems Simon has forgotten his lines, and now he needs a prompter.
Line. I'm glad Lara teleported so I could finish the water quest before the end of the day. Right? It was very kind of her. I was pretty sure I was going to have to redo that one.
You had 12 days. Not so many, but enough. One more has passed. The town shifts.
It's so lovely to see you this evening. All the more lovely for being uncertain.
I'm glad to see you too, Ava.
People came to me all day, sent me notes. They begged me to flee the town while there was still a chance.
But you refused. Why?
You can't run from somewhere, only to somewhere. Otherwise you'll get lost. I have no other lighthouse but this town and the Stillwater. Oh, don't frown. It's not sad at all.
My lighthouse is my Thanatica. It calls me back to the capital. But I didn't answer the call. Not this time.
That's why it's so lovely to see you today. I wondered if you'd leave. I even wanted to go looking for you, to talk you out of it, but I didn't. I would be imposing. Worse, you might have invited me to go with you.
Of course I would have invited you, if I hadn't realized that the entire escape plan was doomed.
I would have refused. I already told you. I have nowhere to run to. Everything dear to me, everything truly important is here. Why would I be anywhere else?
A person can start a new life, reinvent themselves. I'm sure you could. But this conversation is pointless. Neither you nor I are running anywhere.
The people who asked me to run today kept saying it was the last chance. But for some reason, I doubt it. There will be another chance, a real one. No one could leave the town today. But on another day, everything will turn out differently. I wonder what you'll choose then.
One day, I'll leave, obviously. But not before the plague is defeated.
So sleepy. Well, I waited to see if you return or not. Sleep wouldn't come at all. I was afraid of seeing you in a dream, and then waking to a reality where you're gone. And now I'm exhausted.
Just one question before you fall asleep. I met a strange man near the Stillwater today. He's catching stray dogs. Do you know him?
Well, we don't have stray dogs. All of the strays here were taken off the street long ago by the Solanahalves, as their familiars.
And that's what I thought. Please remember, if a thin, pale man in glasses knocks, do not open the door for him under any circumstances.
Time travel is now available today through all clocks in the town. Oh, damn it, the decrees aren't available at the end of the day. Can I roll the day back and apply the water decree at the beginning of the day? Let's see. Yes. Plus unrest? Why? FYI, you could apply decrees from on any day from any day and look. Oh, like I could roll back and change these ones? Oh no, I can't go backwards. Oh wait, yeah, I can. Oh, that's fascinating. No, don't do that. Okay. I think we've cleared day 4. Let us drink plague. Stop taking away our rights. All right. Because leaving the town is stupid. Town died. Oh, interesting. The further you go from where you are, the more amalgam it takes. So it kind of incentivizes you to sort of stay in the right order. Day 5. Mask of the Red Death up in here. Yeah. In which the Bachelor will grab the only remaining thread that may lead to Simon Kane. Back to the interview. Probably. Alright, what's going on here?
Isidore's dead, killed on the same day I arrived. Same day Simon died. Past shades the future. That's the only one I can undo. Well, I feel like I might as well undo it. Because so many things have changed. Anything I can undo. Oh no, we're not going back to the fucking guy.
Once Dankovsky, now 1,000 fragments of Dankovsky.
All right, I got a few things now. Today, Lara promised to send me one of her wards for support. Perhaps he's already here. Known by their hands, only those who know the lines have the right to cut open their dead and extract the organs. This is where Artemi Barak comes to the stage once again. If I were at odds with the Canes, they'd refuse to speak with me today. Fortunately, we're on excellent terms. Perhaps I should pay them a visit. I saved Reuben from the grave. I expect that in gratitude he'll try to survive until my visit.
There is no death.
Do you lie to me often?
We haven't talked all that much, you and I.
Maria came to see me. Did you know her followers call themselves signs? Supposedly they read the signs of fate and align them with the constellations. She said you never could become a sign because you have all of the firmament in your head. What did she mean, I wonder?
I think in logical chains. Sometimes they branch out. It does resemble constellations, in a way.
That sounds beautiful.
You've been talking about me with Maria, huh?
Of course. She's in love with you. As are many others, for that matter. As if you hadn't noticed.
On the contrary, all I've noticed are spits, and curses.
You're a true knight. Not in the sense of courtship or gestures, but in the sense of being ready to fight a doomed battle with a dragon. It's very charming.
What do you mean, doomed? I'd like to remind you that I intend to win.
You're funny. I like talking to you.
Funny. I can walk on my hands, too, if you want. Oh, good day to you, Doctor. Here I am, at the ready. Excuse me, what are you here about? So much to do, hard to remember everything. Tankovsky, this is literally the last thing we just did. Oh, you weird little doctor. I'm Hi-Pat, you know, the water carrier. Decided yesterday I'll carry your tubes, and I did. You and I did. Them and the water for everyone. No problem for me, useful to you. Of course, now I remember. Thank you for agreeing to do that. Walking on hands decree. Oh, thank God. I thought I'd got it wrong myself. Let me get this clear. Your carriage follows me, but only through the healthy districts. No need to risk your life or the clean water for people. Stand where you're easy to see, so that you can be found quickly both by me and the thirsting citizens. That's how I always stand. You'll find me, don't you fear. And those sick houses? I'm scared of coming close myself. Any more instructions? No standing in my way, no distracting me from my job with jokes. No jokes? Oh, being cruel you are there, Doc. I'm saving you from myself. I could begin telling jokes right back, you know. Yesterday, the water carrier proved his usefulness. I'm glad he'll now help me in the command on a permanent basis. The assistant with the analyzer will follow me closely. I'll find him in any large district, but he'll avoid plague and unrest. Okay. Well, let's go restore our final amalgam hole. Ugh. Okay. Ruben's over here. Isidor's over here. Victor's over here. Georgie's in his sculpture workshop. Okay. We don't have time for much, so I think I'm probably just going to go restore my amalgam, and that's where I'm going to end the stream. But I feel like we should just fix the last shard that I have.
Nice decrees they've been giving out lately. Remember Corncrake, the medical student? They took his corpse out of a noose the other day. Couldn't get home with his wife's meds because of the quarantine. He couldn't bear it, so he decided to go after her. They think they can get away with anything, the pompous bastards. I heard our Gaga's godmother, twice removed, went out to buy some food for her kid and got beaten with sticks. The people are angry. Really angry. Oh, just you wait. After Corncake, the people are gonna burn down the lair of that damn bloodsucker from the capital. They're planning it for tomorrow, and if you ask me, good riddance. May all his draconian decrees burn with him. Oh, sorry, sir, I didn't see you there. No accidents on our watch. Everything's calm in the town.
So calm, they're planning to burn me alive. Could you please elaborate? How have people's spirits been since the curfew was introduced?
Can I put this? You locked them all up. You won't even let them walk and talk to each other. The people are worried. They think you're gonna start making whole apartment buildings into quarantine zones. They don't like the leash you're keeping them on. They don't like it one bit. If a building gets infected, everyone inside is doomed. There won't be anywhere to run, and the entire apartment building, along with all of its residents, both sick and healthy, will become a potter's field. If one fish in a basket starts rotting, they'll all be rotten by tomorrow.
Your job is to keep people calm, not spread rumors. Stop trying to put out fires with gasoline. Dumb motherfucker. Oh, it didn't fix my last one. It fixed the one that I thought I had already fixed. Whatever. Hi, Pat. Bye, hi, Pat. All right. Do they want Milan during the Black Plague situation? Because Milan burned down plague houses if someone got sick. I don't think Milan should be the blueprint for what we're doing. I think that is a pretty bad one to open with. Alrighty. So, with that, I wanted to say thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everyone being... Yeah, the top one's broken. I thought that was the one that we were fixing, but I mean, it did work, I suppose, in a way, but I feel like we can do better. As always, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being part of the stream. Thank you all for hanging out with me as I continue through this game. I'm having a real good time with it. I think a lot of this is really interesting, and I'm hoping y'all are finding it interesting and enjoyable as well. So, I don't think I have anyone to kick you to right now, so I'm going to wish you all a lovely Thursday evening. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, and thank you all for being here again. I will see you all next week, same time, same place. Goodbye. Hey, if you stuck around to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to help support me in making more of this, you can follow me on Twitch, where I stream these live. Like, comment, and subscribe. I suspect you all know how this works by now, but it really does help a lot. Thanks.